What was your family life like growing up in Manchester, England?
The family life was complicated. Like, my parents divorced when I was, I think, 11 or 12, and then so I was mostly brought up by my dad and 3 other brothers. And my dad was working a lot of the time, and so he wasn't in the house, and so it descended into chaos, basically. Fights and rolling around and black eyes and stuff like that.
How did you meet Johnny Marr?
I met him at school called St. Augustine's, this Catholic school. We weren't in the same form, but we passed each other one time in the corridors, and I can't remember, either I or Johnny was wearing like a Neil Young like pin badge, and we kind of nodded to each other going, oh yeah, nice choice. And then and then we just kind of struck up a conversation from there. And Johnny's phone room happened to be the music room, and so like in the dinner breaks where everyone else was taking dinner, we'd just go into the music room and just like raid also any kind of there was like an upright bass, or there was a piano, so we just kind of misbehaved in there when we shouldn't have been in there.
Where was your head at when you left school at 15?
Yeah, I just lost all faith in education, basically, and then I just had it in my head that all I wanted to do was make music, and so it seemed to everybody else that I was being like this dropout, but actually it energized what I wanted to do. And Johnny followed, like, I think 6 months later. He did the same. I think he got a couple of certificates, or whatever you call it, and then he did the same. And then after that we just really knuckled down and concentrated on music.
What do you remember about you, Johnny Marr, and Mike Joyce going to see future cult guitarist Billy Duffy perform with his band Theater of Hate in Sheffield?
In Sheffield, I can't remember who drived. I don't know. Billy has always been like a big supporter of Johnny, and then I think a little bit. And then I think a little bit myself. He was always like a big brother, and he was only, I don't know, he's only like 3 years older, but anyway, he was kind of the ambassador to us. And about the gig, like Billy, he was just like, he stood out with his Gretsch White Falcon, and he was a complete showman. Yeah, it was a great gig. And then we had to drive back home.
Did you already have your bass tone dialed in by the time you recorded the Smiths' debut album with producer John Porter?
Yeah, I kind of did, yeah. I knew which tone I was going for. I used to have this old Trace Elliott amp, but I always used to go, I always used to punch the treble up a lot. They had this like a 12-band EQ, and so I always used to, it was good because it's very kind of versatile. So I always used to like punch the treble and the bass and like keep the mid kind of down. And I don't know. I think because Johnny's guitars were so present. And then and then you had Morrissey singing. So I don't know. It was just, I adjusted it just to be heard in the mix, kind of.
At what point did you come up with that concept? Or did you think like, this is the direction I want to go with my tone?
I actually had that tone before the Smiths, when me and Johnny were playing with Simon Wollstonecroft. We had this band called the Freak Party, and we could never find a singer. We auditioned like 5 different singers. It was a bit disheartening that we never found a singer, but it was just, you know, we'd be there like 5 nights a week, like rehearsing for like 5 hours, and I think that's where my sound developed.
I know you've used all of these, the Fender Jazz, the Fender Precision, and then you had the Yamaha. If you were stuck on a desert island, which of those basses would you take with you?
The P bass, 100%. It's a workhorse, and it's just so versatile, you know. But I also love the jazz bass too, because that's, you got the option of those two pickups. So, but yeah, if I really had to choose, I would say the P bass.
What do you remember about the BBC One recording sessions, some with John Peel and some with David Jensen, that became the compilation album Hatful of Hollow in 1983?
Those were, crazy days. I mean, we used to travel down in this like little splitter bus, and we'd just get the call, you've got this session, John Peel session or whatever, or Johnny Slong or Kid Jensen, and we just like drive down there with all our kit, like set it up. And it's very strange at the BBC. Everything is like everything stops for tea. It's like, it's tea time. So it's 12 o'clock. No, and you'd be like mid take, and literally like the engineer would be like, it's tea time now. We have to stop now. And, okay. What I liked about it was you didn't have time to even think what you were doing. You just like boom, you just in there, and just doing your thing and going with your instincts. And I kind of like that pressure. It's like when you're doing a gig, just before you go on stage, you're like you're like wondering, can I do this? And then when you go on there, it's like, boom, yeah, I can do this. So all those sessions were definitely like that. It's like pressure, and then afterwards you're like, that was great.
Does it blow your mind when you listen to that, how pristine it sounds?
I don't know. It's difficult to listen to my own stuff.
It's sad and heartbreaking news. Bassist Andy Rourke, one of the Smiths, has died after battling pancreatic cancer, aged 59. Andy Rourke was a talented and unique bassist, and his death has left many grieved. Tributes are pouring in from different people across the world in the music industry, and Johnny Marr, who was one of his fellow artists, is grieving and wrote a tribute post that read, "It's with deep sadness that we announce the passing of Andy Rourke after a lengthy illness with pancreatic cancer. Andy will be remembered as a kind and beautiful soul by those who knew him, and as a supremely gifted musician by music fans." They went ahead and requested privacy in this difficult time. We all know that Andy Rourke's unique musical abilities graced and blessed numerous bands throughout his career. He helped a lot of bands like Freebass, Sinead O'Connor, The Pretenders, among others, to shine. Rourke is remembered to have played music roles on the Smiths' famous songs like "This Charming Man" and "There Is a Light That Never Goes Out." Had a great hit career in the 1980s for their songs like "Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now" and "Girlfriend in a Coma," together with his bandmates, frontman Maurice Marr and Mike Joyce. Though he went through a lot of pain in life from addictions and sickness, Andy Rourke shall forever be remembered as a great inspiration to many of us, and his resilience, strength, and talent legacy shall forever live on. Our thoughts goes out to the family and friends of Andy Rourke and the people that love music in the entire world, and may Andy Rourke's soul rest in eternity. Thank you for watching and supporting Touch News Media, and please consider subscribing and turn on your bells so that you don't miss out on any news updates that we upload. I love you guys and stay safe. Bye bye.